leading into the Imperial House, where the peace discussions will be held. Barkley goes home and tells Barbara that she'll have to take care of Kirby a bit longer. He blames it on an important promotion and sends Barbara £3,000 to her bank account to keep her calm. Sometime later, important military leaders gather at the Imperial House to start the peace discussions. When a paparazzi drone comes too close to the window, a guard immediately shoots it down. Thankfully, the windows are made of one-way glass, so it couldn't take any pictures. Roger bursts into the main room and yells at Barkley for stealing his spot in such an important event, but the soldiers quickly kick him out. The engineers then activate the water system to start filling up the tank. It works well at first, but soon a pipe breaks. The team rushes to close that particular pipe and redirect the water, so the tank is ready just in time. Soon 4 homospondyles come in, followed by 2 pisomorphas and a more human-like creature called Homomorpha. Assigned Ambassador Hines welcomes them and the machine translates, but he's interrupted by the Homomorpha. Her name is Salt and she can speak all human languages. Hines finishes the welcome speech with a plant that grows on Mount Everest, the highest point on the planet. Salt responds by making her guards drop the dead eggs of her unhatched children and explains that they didn't survive because of humanity's pollution. She refuses to accept Hines as an ambassador and says she'll only talk to Barkley. Everyone is confused by this, so Salt mentions that Barkley showed respect for her people and touches her pearl to play the clip of him crossing himself. She asks him to be the ambassador for the human race, and after lots of denial and hesitation, he responds okay. Hines announces that the meeting is adjourned and guards immediately take Barkley away. Unit Commander Kate meets him in private room and asks him if he ever had contact with the homospondyles, so he swears he didn't. Kate warns him that her intelligence team is investigating his whole life and family. In fact, some soldiers are picking up Barbara and Kirby. Barkley swears he didn't want this to happen but also points out that Unit needs him right now. When Hines leaves the building, reporters surround him but he refuses to talk about his dismissal. The internet goes crazy because a secret civilian has taken over the representation of humanity, and some people say that strange creatures shouldn't have power over their politics. The Prime Minister isn't happy about this either and asks Kate to tell Salt that they don't approve of their choice. In the Imperial House, Kate informs Salt that the committee wants her to trust Hines. Salt points out that she speaks of trust but insists on meeting her in private and demands to talk to Barkley. He nervously joins Kate at the front and explains he isn't an expert, but Salt wants him for his kindness and not his expertise. She asks him what he really wants and not what the committee told him to say, so he admits he thinks it's time for civilians to have a voice too because this affects everyone. Salt agrees and threatens to end negotiations if Barkley doesn't present tomorrow. Afterward, Barkley is taken to an armored vehicle where he sees Kate. He wonders if she'll kill him, so she shows him her gun but assures him she's kidding. Kate explains she's worked hard to build a better world for everyone and wants them to work together for peace. Barkley is then transported to the diplomatic hotel, where General Dominique secretly takes a picture of him. In a private room, Barkley reunites with his family and they freak out when they hear about his new job. Kirby thinks it's cool, but Barbara is worried about her job and Kirby missing school days. Barkley thinks that this historical event should be a priority and calls Salt beautiful, so Barbara mocks him. Kate